Welcome back to Satisfactory, episode 5 of our 1.0 and 1.1 series. And we've just received word that 1.1 will be officially released on the 10th of June. And one thing I've noticed here, Poppy Stain is very notorious for introducing things under the radar. I'm noticing this little bit of spray paint up here that might indicate that they're going to introduce some new paint options, or perhaps allow us to actually spray paint things. Not really sure on that, just keep that in mind. It might just be Poppy Stain being creative there, but it also might be something to watch for, so keep that in mind. Anyway, 10th of June, if it's past that date, then you might want to update your game if you're still in 1.0. Today we're going to get into Tier 5 here, start with the jetpack. Let's go ahead and select that. I don't know if I'll get through all of Tier 5 today, but we're going to try. As you can see, I've got some changes I've made here. I've got some windows unlocked, and I've started working on this front porch here and redoing it a little bit. And you can see I've also redone this. Set some of these back a little bit to create a nice little sense of depth. And I went ahead and changed this ramp to stairs. I think that looks a little better. So we got stairs unlocked, we got windows unlocked. As you can see, I've completely redone the front here. I've also put the workshop in its little cubby hole over here. Put this over here at the window. That way I can look out the window while I craft things. And I can't see out the window while I'm crafting things. Never mind. Put a little decoration in here. I went ahead and moved the personal storage box over here that I've been using. It was under the stairs, and then I put some decoration here. And I redid this completely right here because the gratings were causing some issues. And there's some lighting underneath there as well. And I've got some I've got a conveyor running through here right now. There's no parts on it at the moment, but they'll be coming through here every now and then. And then I've got another section back here that I haven't started putting anything in just yet. Got a little section here where I can go up here and check things out over here. And I can go up here and check things out over here. As you can see, quite a few things going on over here. I put in a second awesome sink. This one is taking care of all the extra items, and then anything that I wanted to put in myself, I went ahead and made this a dedicated sink just for that. And then we got some machines back here. This is taking care of making your black powder. This is taking care of the nobelisks, which your nobelisks are actually going all the way through that little hole right there. Yeah, they won't let me slide through the little hole. Anyway, that goes through there, back into the line, and I think comes all the way back over here someplace before it gets stored. There it is. Yeah, back over this way, I went ahead and got the silica and the quartz put into the line as well. Since they're being stored on this side, I can just go ahead and run them in through there. We've got a little back area here as well. So there's a back lobby sort of like thing. Not very much here, but I'll probably decorate this later on. And you may or not have noticed that up here we've got this foundation here instead. These are the grip metal foundations. So yeah, I've got right here I've got some steel pipe running through here and underneath the floor. That's what this conveyor right here is doing. Running through here, and that is coming up here and going into there. I used this conveyor like this instead of a lift. It'll be a little more interesting to see some more inclines and stuff like that, so I've got some of them here as well. Yeah, that's going up in there and over to these two machines. This one is producing stators, and this one is producing nobelisks. Both of them need pipes, so I went ahead and had those down here. And then I've got another one of these taking some of the rotors out of here and going through the hole in the wall there, which is what this mess here is all about. And that's running out of there across here and down to here. The rotors up here, stators down here, and this is making my motors. And then this ginormous mess over here is taking care of AI limiters. I've got 2 machines making those, so should be about roughly 10 of those per minute coming out. I believe that's how much it is, right? Provided it is efficient enough. I did see that the other machine was not getting as many copper sheets as it should be. Got lots of copper sheets coming down from over here. So much nicer being able to see out the windows, don't you agree? I did, however, keep one of the gratings on the mezzanine, but everything else is going to be this stuff here now. I do love how the grating looks, though. It's a little flickery down inside it, but until we actually get gratings in the game, this is what we have. All right, and now I got everything we need to put in here. And away it goes. The jetpack is now unlocked. Pretty sure I need to go to the equipment workshop to take care of that. Yeah, I love how this came out. Nice little cubby hole over here. And another door to access it from here, should I need to do so. Jetpack. Oh, I can build one of them right now. Let's do it. I've been wanting a jetpack for so long. All right, jetpack goes on the back. Now let's see how far I can go upward with this. Yeah, as I get better fuel, I'll be able to go up higher, and eventually I'll get the hover pack unlocked. And it's back, which means it's time to get on with another big part of this game, the oil processing. You got the new shop products that are going to be available, and we got the oil extractor and refinery. And we're going to get some fuel also that we can make and a few other parts and things. All right, so let's get that taken care of right quick. And I got all those picked up. Let's get this party going. Oop, motors. All right, oil processing. I said we weren't going to get through all this today, but I mean, Logistics Mart 4 is next. I already going to have to set up the refineries and stuff to get the rubber. I'm going to need the same thing for the plastic on that tier. And then the rubber and plastic for the last, not tier, but milestone. So yeah, this once the refineries and stuff are in place, this might go pretty fast. Now that I've got that unlocked, we should be able to now go into the awesome shop here. The coated concrete foundation. This is one that I'm really interested in. That and the asphalt, and that'll be all the foundations. And then I want to get this steel wall unlocked. I need to unlock the roofs as well, which is actually over here. Once you unlock the fix-it roofs, then these will unlock as well. I really like that metal roof material and the glass. Gonna have fun with this stuff coming up. Let's see here. What else did I unlocked the frame pillar set. Haven't really done anything, and the structural frame set as well. So we have access to the glass frame foundations. I also put up a ceiling fan right there. Now you can place these on the ceiling, you can place them on the walls. And normally they don't look like that, normally they're orange. But I painted that one the unpainted texture, which you can do very easily by going over here and selecting unpainted, and then you just see it says it's already applied. You can't place it on lights, but you can place it on walls, on floors, on the elevator, on just about anything else, including the hub. Let's do that. Let's put that on the hub. There we go. I can put it on the railings if I want to, make them look all unpainted. Gives it a nice sort of metallic finish that I really like. You can also paint these things to the unpainted look. That looks pretty cool, actually. So what do you think? That or the orange? I think I like the unpainted finish better myself. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments down below on that, if you think it should stay orange. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and paint all this unpainted finish. I think it looks better, just in my humble opinion, you know. And so what if we put the unpainted finish on this thing? That gives it a nice reflective quality there, doesn't it? When compared to the old fix-it foundation. But to be perfectly honest, I really like the grip metal foundation better than the fix-it. I think that looks more like a factory floor than that does. Just my opinion. And of course, if we want to go with the unpainted finish as well, we just go over here to the customizer, to the color tab, and the unpainted. We can unpaint this as well. To be honest, that doesn't look that different. I guess it has more of a reflective finish. I don't know. I may come back in here and do some more work on that a little later. Oh yes, and since I changed the storage room to an unpainted finish on these beams, I better do the same thing over here. There we go. And what does it look like on the shelving? It doesn't really look any different. Like, I don't see any difference at all in there myself. Maybe I'm missing something here, but I don't see any difference. So there's one other thing I wanted to show you as well that goes along with the fan. We have the vent. It's here. So that's pretty cool looking. You can also put those anywhere you want. You can put them on the floor, you can put it on the wall, you can put them on the ceiling. You can also hold them in place and move them around however you want to do it. You can see this is being used as some kind of a decoration like that, you know. So obviously this would stick out on this side, but if you had this just behind a wall somewhere, you could have this just sticking out of the wall for some kind of a decoration or another. You can definitely see that being used. This one's a little thicker. So, you know, this could be used as a pillar or something, you know. I can't place another fan on a fan, though. I'd have to place it over here. Hold it in place and then move it like I wanted it. Yeah, that's an interesting idea, right? Okay, so let's put a vent down. You can mix a vent in here somewhere or another. Yeah, I can see people making pillars and stuff out of this. Let me get the customizer up here, get painted finish bit right there. Yeah, that looks nice and industrial. I mean, even if you're not using it for the fan and the vent purposes, you still make some kind of industrial pillar out of this or something. You know, I should make a little hole over here for the awesome shop as well. The only problem with that is, if I try to put one of these down, you'll see that it has this really big colliding box around it. And if that gets into anything, yeah, I was going to try this before and I couldn't get it to go in here. Maybe it would. Maybe it would go right there. Yeah, it's going to be a little offset, but I think it'll be all right. Let's see, if I move it over there, it's going to collide with the workshop. Move it over there, that's too far. I wonder, though, if I could rotate it around this way. I could put it in the center that way. Let's bring it just a little closer. Now let's see, do I need one of these here? So I can still access it, but it covers up the other part of the workshop there. That don't look half bad. Decisions. You know what I could do? Could put a couple of these here. That way we just have the awesome shop showing. And the first part of phase 3 is already done, and this thing's just like full. So I'm gonna go ahead and just break all this. I can't jump up that high. Oh yeah, I can. I have a jetpack. I forgot I had a jetpack. Cool. I like having a jetpack. You just need to stick this back in here. I'll go ahead and take all those out of there. So just put all those in there. The versatile framework should give me quite a few points right away. Let's just see what happens. Oh yeah, that thing's running down by quite a bit now. Didn't get any extra coupons out of it, but, you know, I think I have to get over to tier 6 first before, yeah, the modular engine and the adaptive control unit. Those are the next two parts they need. So that'll probably be next episode where I start working on that. But that's fine. There's plenty of stuff to do between now and then. Yes, now I can get the coated concrete foundation. Oh, I'm going to need plastic for that. But you can see a preview of what it's going to look like, though. Of course, you can also color this to be all kinds of different colors. All right, so the next thing we need to get done, I believe over in that direction, there is quite a few places where I can put an oil extractor down, which is what we're going to need is right here, oil extractor. We need that, and then we need refineries. And you can also scan for crude oil in this manner. This particular area before, and I remember at least some of the things. Yeah, there's several things of oil right over there. Let's look at the map right quick. There's at least 3 over there. I think there are some more over there someplace, but I can't remember exactly. I don't know why they're not showing up on the map, but let's just go over here and see what we can find. Time to swim. Whoop, whoop. This is trippy. If you know how to use the jetpack efficiently, you can fly some pretty long distances before you run out of fuel. Now, the water's not going to hurt me or anything. It's just flying is fun, right? So you just tap it every so often, watch your fuel on the bottom left-hand corner there. And this is what oil looks like. Crude oil, pure, exactly what I need. And you guys are exactly what I don't need. So guess what's going to happen to you? I got 2 of you to deal with, huh? Alright, so right here on this crude oil, we're going to place an oil extractor. And I'm going to build it in that direction, right toward the east. Right there. And then, right across here, I believe I'm going to build my oil refinery, which will also turn into a power plant. And you know what I want to do first? Take that away. After I just got through building it, let's take it away now. Let's start with the concrete foundation. Put a few of these in here, and now production tab, select the oil extractor. And that should line up perfectly, yes. Start building these floors on out here. I don't want any of this stuff in my factory. All right, so as you can see, I've got the beginnings of a building going here. And up here we have the oil extractor over here with a pipe coming up through the floor. I thought that was a pretty cool little idea. I did that in my last playthrough and thought I would do it in this one as well. And the pipes will go overhead and then drop down just below this floor here, or this walkway here, and into the refineries. And we'll have several refineries on this side making plastic, and several across from it making the rubber. And then each of these machines puts off a byproduct of heavy oil residue, which can be used to generate power a little later on. We don't have the machines unlocked for that just yet. Everything will be sent along a bus line right up there that runs all the way back to the main factory. I actually did build that out from the very center of the factory. The center for now. It might not be the center later, but it is for right now. And then I got a power tower, and then over here it's hooked up to the power switch. That way I can turn everything on and off at this particular factory. And for now, I'm just going to go ahead and get back over to the main factory. I might have made a mistake here. Yep, I definitely made a mistake. Okay. So we're going to fix that right now. Put another one of those over there. I like having a jetpack. Get rid of that. Place it in the right place. That way I don't just, bounce off the wall and end up falling. Yeah. Alright, got some more materials. Now I am on my way back. What the... Okay. Here we go. I don't know what that was all about. So, just going to put some more of these down here. Beautiful. All right, let's get some pipes run here. Now I'm going to put each one of these in just the right spot up here in the center. Every one of them should line up nice and straight. Nice and straight, and I fell off again. There we go. I finally found a use for this type of door. It's going to reveal the old extractor there. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to come back here and we're going to build some lifts. Oh, that's going to be really close to the window. I think it'll be alright though. We're going to need a merger to come this way. It runs right up and kisses the window, but I think it'll be alright. Yeah, you like windows, don't you? Of course, I could put them over this way instead. I might make it a little cleaner back here on the back. I think I will do that instead. No kissing the window. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Let's connect some conveyor belts. I don't know why we would connect conveyor belts to these of all things. I didn't do that over here for some reason. All right, and we're also going to need pipes for all of these because it's going to all have the heavy oil residue. I'm not going to worry about that just yet, though. I've got to have a place for the residue to go, and I haven't set up any of that yet. It's going to be set up back here someplace. All right, so I'm going to have plastic in there, rubber in there, and something else in there later on. I forgot what all we have to send over, but I'll have that for now, and if I need some more, I can just add some more onto it. Since that one is coming down here like that, I'm going to go ahead and turn this one so it's facing that way. And then for the other side, then right into there. Go ahead and build the rest of this out so it looks a bit more complete. And the same with this. And don't forget the pretty little railings. Well, I did not think about the fact that, yeah, this probably doesn't need to go down this far. I may end up either taking that over or under, or I may make a little bridge here. I don't know. I'll figure that out at a later time. Now the pipes are going to go into some more refineries, and then they have to be converted into fuel, which I don't think I have access to yet. Take a look here right quick. Select the recipe. A residual fuel, which takes the... Yes, okay, so I can make the fuel. You can make the fuel directly from the oil if you want to, but then you have the byproduct. I'd rather have the heavy oil residue converted straight into fuel instead. There's no byproduct to worry about. I'm not going to leave it sitting there like that, though. It was just to see what was up. Okay, so this works. I went ahead and stacked up 3 of these stackable pipeline supports over here. Did the same thing on the other end. Ran the pipe, and then I can just grab one of the junctions, kind of stand here. You'll see that it lines up right there. And then you just rotate it around with the mouse. Get you a pipe. Make sure it's horizontal and vertical. And there we go. It's running through the conveyor. I don't like that. Until we get a line, and then rotate it this way. Okay, that's an interesting shape, but it'll work. There we go. Got both sides done and added a little bit more lighting. Need some more over there in the corners, and on that side, though, it's so dark. Okay, if you insist. Oh, I'm missing copper sheet. Never mind, I can't do that right now. So, let's see what I need to do next. I missed it. Ah, there we go. Ah, home sweet home. Just smack my face into the wall. I'm fine. Let's see what needs to be done to unlock the next milestone. We need the rubber, and I've got all this other stuff already. The fluid packaging requires a plastic, and I've got all of that. And the petroleum requires plastic and the rubber, and I already have all this. So I should be able to knock out tier 5 rather quickly now. So let's just let's get this done right quick. I'm just going to run on along here and collect some plastic. And over here and collect some rubber. I don't know why I thought tier 5 was going to take so long to do. I mean, we got all the stuff right now to knock the rest of this out, so. Bam. Fluid packaging. Bam. And petroleum power. Bam. Tier 5 is complete. I keep knocking these out at the rate I'm going, and I'm going to be done in 9 episodes. I'm going to have to slow down a bit, right? Okay, so new stuff we got. We got the packager. We have the fuel-powered generator. This produces 250 megawatts. That's going to be a nice upgrade. We're going to start putting those in. They're big machines, but, I mean, everything is big and Satisfactory, right? In logistics, we've got conveyor belt Mark IVs. These transport 480 resources per minute, as opposed to the 270 of the Mark IIIs that we've been putting in for a while. And of course, the conveyor belt Mark IVs. You also have the industrial fluid buffer. I haven't really messed with either of these just yet in this series, but I will pretty soon. We got the truck now. In fact, I can build one of these right now, right here on top of the roof. Why not? Yes. Now, compared to the tractor is, I don't have the reinforced iron plates to build this, but you can clearly see the size difference here. Let me just slap some fuel in here right fast. Yeah, there we go, right off the roof. Oof. Run over that guy. I like how they're completely ignoring this vehicle. So I came back over here to grab some more materials right quick, and while I'm here, I decided I'm going to go ahead and unlock the steel wall material and the pipeline floor hole. I feel like that's something I need right now. Now we have access to the steel wall. Maybe now I can fix some of those issues I've been having right up there. Let's just go up there and fix that up right quick. Get a little sidetracked, you know, because, you know, getting sidetracked is what I do best. Get this thing out of here. And then we'll put a steel wall right there. And now let's fix the inside here with a half foundation. Right there, get rid of this. That's actually the wrong foundation, but then again, I'm going to replace all this up here later on anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now, I wonder if I can make that a little bit smaller of a hole there. I place some of these catwalk intersections in here and just move them back that way a tiny bit. And likewise, another one on this side. Can we get really crazy and put one in the center right there, or is that going to flicker like crazy? It's going to flicker like crazy. Come on, I want my small little hole right there. We need smaller floor pieces and smaller wall pieces and smaller pieces, you know? I don't think I can fall through this. No, I don't think I can. Yes, I can. Ow. Okay, so it's definitely not OSHA approved, and therefore not Xeridox approved either. But that's okay, we can put one of these right here. And then another one over here. And another one over here. There we go. Beware of hole. And right, and you know what? There's supposed to be one up there as well. So let's just delete that. We'll just go up here to fix the rest of it. Move that off slightly in that direction. This slightly off in that direction. Railing. Another railing. Totally OSHA approved. Maybe not this side though. Now let's get back over there and get to building some more power. So anyway, I've got the heavy oil residue coming through these pipes and change it into fuel. And then right back here someplace, I'm going to place a fuel-powered generator. They have to be right about there, I think. And then a second one right next to it. And then likewise, two of these on the other side. Gotta get some more rubber. I don't know where in the world I could possibly find any more rubber. Maybe over here? Give me that. I've decided I don't like that conveyor coming right across here. This is where my walkway is. Just move it up 4. That'll be a pretty good number there. I think that's the height I want right there. Get rid of that. Turn this to straight mode. Oh no. I did something wrong. I did something very, very wrong. Very, very wrong indeed. Let's make sure we put this in. Press R so we reverse the direction. Uh-oh. I think my game crashed. Why have you done this to me? Don't you hate it when that happens? Well, I'm going to get rid of this first, this time. A nice little incline. That's right, all you rubber. Get in there. Let's place down the fuel power generators again. Now let's see if the game can remain a little more stable this time. Well, let's grab some pipes. First of all, I need to decide exactly how I'm going to... So they're going to end up running under this. So what I might do, might place some of these glass frame foundations instead on this area. That way you can see the pipes running underneath. I think that'll be kind of cool. Just so I can get things easily done down here, I'm going to go ahead and build some temporary... Whoops. Yeah, let's see if we can stand on a floor that hasn't been built yet. Pretty sure those holograms won't hold you. I'm going to do that just so that I can easily place these pipeline junctions right in the center here. 1, 2. And these over here are going to need the same thing. And then just grab some pipe and pipe this thing up. Right, and I'm going to also need one of the junctions right in the center over here as well. Gonna put all these into our new power production facilities. And I don't think these have power yet, so they're not gonna do anything. Oh no, not again. What is wrong with my computer today? Okay, so everything still seems to be in the same place, so evidently it crashed right after a game save. So that's a good thing. I did mess one thing up though. I did not make this the unfinished paint. Unpaint all of this. There we go. And we got some nice pipes underneath the floor here. Let's get some power to these guys. I don't have a way to officially get on the roof other than to just jetpack my way up here. I'll have to add a way to actually get to the roof later. You see, these are all going up here. They're power connectors up here. So really what I should have done was run some power along up here instead and connect each one of these instead of down there, I think. All right, so I went ahead and did build a stairway to get to the roof. put some railings in up here, but I don't have enough rods to complete it all the way around just yet. I'll fix that pretty soon. Went ahead and built a beam structure around this thing and attached the all the wires to that. So all these machines are wired back up, and these machines are wired up as well right back here on each side. And then just got to complete the roof all the way over here. I like how this is just going to stick up through the roof right there. It's pretty cool. And I went ahead and enclosed this, kept a little hole here to show those going up instead of just conveyor floor holes, you know. Just fill all this in. And then we'll connect all these machines up and get some extra power going here. That should give us an extra gigawatt. All right, so all these machines down here are running. It's getting a little loud in here. Yes, there we go. Got 2.2 gigawatts now. All right, look at that. Just going to go ahead and take those out. And go ahead and put these in instead. I think I like that better. Let's go ahead and replace the rest of these and build the rest of this building. All right, there we go. That ain't perfect, but we're getting somewhere. Could probably add a light or two under here. I had to come back again to the main factory to get some more resources, but I also remembered I have lots of plastic now, which means I can now put down the coated concrete foundation. So we're just going to put some of this in here. Oh, look at that. It's so nice and reflective and pretty. Now let's try a different color on this. But yeah, that's pretty cool looking, I think. I think I'll keep this area in here looking like that now. All right, in it. Hang on. What is that a reflection of? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, please like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. So they just released an update for the game, and now look what I can do. Remember how I couldn't go through here before? Hey, now I can. Whee! I gotta do that again. That was just too much fun. And here we go. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, now I wonder if they fixed that other problem as well. I don't know if I can even get this back on here. There we go. It didn't quite go in the right place, but I can access the storage container from through the wall holes now. Once again, that's good. But yeah, I really love the fact that they made it so that we can actually slide right through the conveyor holes. I don't know, that's my favorite part about the update right there. There's been a few other quality of life changes, but I think most of them are for game controllers, which I don't have. I use keyboard and mouse, but I think that's really cool that they did that. I also just noticed if you have your jetpack on you, then you can go right here to this little setting icon and tell it what kind of preferred fuel you would like to have. Package the liquid biofuel or the solid biofuel or whatever other kinds of fuel you end up unlocking. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know you could actually do that. And I got some more coupons. I think I'm going to go ahead and unlock this display sign bundle. That'll get that done. Well, that just barely cleared that rock right there. I put another conveyor on that other side. It's definitely going to go through the rock, but... Whoa, that was not what I meant to do. No, get back up here. There we go. Okay. Yep. Got a while to go here yet, but we're getting there. Singing, repeating, and we're almost there. And I'm out of steel beams. Yay. And as you can see, I have been labeling everything here finally. I've had access to signs all this time, and I'm just now getting around to doing it. All right, and now that I am almost here, I want to show you what I'm thinking here. I've got some conveyor holes here. This is going to actually run under the floor, and underneath that I've got the frame floor right there, which you can actually fall through if you're not careful, but I thought that would look kind of cool from down below, and I never have really used the frame floor, so I thought it would be a good time to use that. And now let's get this thing hooked up. This is going to go right as soon as I can get it to attach. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. It was being ornery, but I made it behave. All right, there we go. We got product coming to the new factory now. Not sure where I'm going to take it to just yet. That's the main problem. And I'm not getting sidetracked or anything, but I thought it was time to come over here and unlock the Explorer. Everybody take a look at my new ride. Oh, well, can't drive through that. A hard drive site. Excuse me. Let me just run over you. I used to be able to knock those guys down by running into them. And I also unlocked a smokeless powder, and that requires a refinery, so I'm on my way to the refinery now to get that refined. So I need a refinery to make the smokeless powder, but to do that requires not only the refinery, but it requires the black powder, which is being made at the main factory. And it requires this heavy oil residue, which right now there's nothing in the pipe, but we need this heavy oil residue for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the packager, build myself a little packaging station here. And we're going to send that up through there and send that over to the main factory and have it processed over there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and build it downstairs. So I'm going to put a floor hole here, get rid of this, bring this on down through here. Put one of these in just the right spot. That is not wanting to turn the right way to face the machine. I don't understand that. However, I can place that on that wall over there and then bring it over this way. Run that into there, that into there, and then we'll run this downstairs somewhere along in here where it will look pretty good and make sense. And the reason I'm running it down here is, well, I've got to build the packager, but I'm also going to need a constructor. And I will show you why that is in just a second here. All right, you know what? It's going to work out just fine. Go ahead and take this back apart, but that's fine. This is going to run right here. Now the packager, in order to package the heavy oil residue, it's going to require the heavy oil residue, which is piped in now, and empty canisters. So how do I make empty canisters? Well, we take a constructor. We're going to put it right here, turning that way. I'm going to set it up for making empty canisters, which requires plastic. Then we're going to bring the plastic down from upstairs. Just going to route that straight into there. And then let's see where I can get some plastic from. I'm going to go ahead and take this upstairs with me. Come from right there, and the plastic is right there. Super. This is going to be super easy. Let's see here. Is that about the right height? Yeah. And then we need a splitter. Right there. There we go. Plastic is going down there. And then once that gets done, then this thing is going to spit out heavy oil residue, and then we're going to take that and send it over to the main factory. So let's bring this down here. We need to switch that to input. We'll just run that on up to the top right there. And that can hang on the ceiling, I think about right there or so. And move it back a little bit. Bring this up to there. And that connects right in perfectly. Now we just need to get this hooked up to some power and we'll be ready to go. And there we go. Everything upstairs is going to kick back into full speed. I'm going to go ahead and make this look a little prettier with the lift hole. There we go. All right, that's already going. It's already pumping these guys out. There's some going right there. Beautiful. And you know, this area down here could use a little light. So let's put a light in here someplace about there, I guess. Maybe another one back over here. Way we can see what's going on. And now here we go again. More rinsing and more repeating. That means we're going to get all this nice packaged heavy oil residue though. So let's just keep on going. All right, now we have all three of these items down here. I am going to need to use those right away to get that smokeless powder started. Can I even fit a refinery in here? I think I can. Looks like it's going to fit and actually not go through the ceiling. How did I know how big to build this place? Short answer, I had no idea. What is coming down this line right here? Steel pipe. That's what's coming in there. And if I need to put steel pipe off this way, though, I'll want to run another line out this way. So I guess what I need to do, this one on out just a bit. That way it's got room right there, realistically. Turn that back this way. So it runs nicely along the wall. Now, I've got to have a packager, which is going to be an unpackager in this case. And this is going to take the packaged heavy oil residue and unpackage it. So we need that right there. All right, and then we need a pipe. It's going to go into there, but not like that. Get rid of that. And this machine also puts off a byproduct of the empty canisters. So instead of taking them all the way back over there, we're just going to dump them. Oh, yay. This is going to clip through the refinery. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take it over here. Run it up there like that. Give me a merger. There, put that in there. Then over here, we just have to give it the packaged heavy oil residue, which for that, I'm going to run this all the way up to the ceiling. And then we're going to take this. I'm going to go ahead and take out a few of these so I can see what's going on here. That one back in place. Hop down here right quick. Bring this over here. One of those nice little ceiling hangers on it. Get back up here. That should connect right into there. Oh, I made it too high. You're too high. It's not going to go in down any lower unless it has a reason to link that low. I believe if I get to one of these, just the right height there, it will link to it. Or so I thought. There we are, right there. That did not link up. And then just bring that on in. They're going to clip through the piece right there, but yeah, it looks so funny. Get that running all the way across, and you can see stuff going through under there once it gets going through. Okay. All right, there we go. Now I get the plastic and the rubber going into the system and being stored in those first two containers right there. Let's see what that looks like from upstairs here. Yeah, there we go. And those barrels ought to start coming down here pretty soon. I think I'm going to go ahead and make this a window so I can look out and see what's going on here. All right, now we got enough to unlock the rifle. Oh yeah, now we're going to really kill some stuff, right? Yeah, let's just see what we can kill around here. Aha, here we go. Are you gonna run away from me? All right. Rifle's nasty. I'm just gonna do this big guy though. I have decided I'm going to run this conveyor right here under the glass. I think that'll look pretty cool instead of up there like it was. I don't need it to run it too low though, because it's got to run over the top of that pipe. Yeah, it's clipping through that right there, but I don't think there's a way to get around that because it's going right above the pipe. Oh man, if it can be brought down just a teensy weensy bit, I'm gonna take one of these and nudge it upward by half steps. That just might do it right there. Get under here and take a little look. That will go just above that pipe. So I don't see the pipe clipping through the conveyor up here, so that's good. Get rid of that. And just reconnect this over here. Perfect. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So let's see what these do. Throw it on the ground. Oh. I got hurt a little bit. Alright. What do I do? I'll put it up there. What happens? Stand back a little further this time. Yes. Watch out for those firecrackers. They're dangerous. All right, now I think it's time, before I end up running out of time, to go ahead and get that matching my front porch here. The first thing I got to do is remove all of my lighting. Look at all the flickering garbage. You would think by 2025, they would have figured out how to completely get rid of flickering textures in video games. Like a shader or something that they've kind of come up with to make it so that the game engine knows how to differentiate between what's in front and what's behind, or to blend them together or something. Some kind of a blending shader. I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm just, throwing it out there that maybe, there's a way to permanently fix this issue. It's been going on since polygon graphics were first introduced to the world. Okay, so I went ahead and put some walls around just this section here. This looks pretty cool. I like how this black trim is right here. That's from the wall itself. And then just keeping that concrete. And that will also make it so that I can make those on the inside, those foundations, I can make them whatever texture I want them, since there will be a covering on the outside. And I think that will work better that way. I wonder what the asphalt foundation would look like under here, because it has like almost no lines or anything to it. Let's just see what this looks like. I do love that fact that I can just click on this stuff and it changes instantly. Well, that's going to look pretty good, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I have discovered if I get over here like this, then I can very easily just build these things right on up like I need them. Nice and quick. And then just get rid of the extra there. Perfect every time. Absolutely perfect. Well, this doesn't look very attractive now, does it? There we go. That looks a little better. All right, so we got the front porch and the ceiling of the front porch done. I got the lighting installed, and I went ahead and changed the pillars around to where they're facing straight on instead of at an angle. I think this is just going to work better. There's still some to do, but it's coming along. So here we go. I've got the first area here. I'm going to go ahead and continue this on up, but I've also done this right here as well. I've got the asphalt underneath here, the wall, and on the inside of the hallway, we've got the grit metal foundation. So I've done that here as well. I think that's going to be a pretty cool thing to keep doing. I like the fact that this is empty on the inside and I can run wires or conveyors or pipes or whatever through there. I think this is going to be pretty cool like this. I don't know why I built all that over there by hand. I could have built each level with the blueprinter, which is what I'm going to do for this side. All right, let's see if this works. All right, and then I guess we need to go on up and do the next one. And the last one. And then just nudge this into place. All right. All right, there we go. Yeah, I got this side completely done now. All right, so it's looking pretty good. I think it looks kind of like either a hotel or a hospital, perhaps, but it is a factory. Also, finally did some work on the mining buildings. They're a little more complete. I may do some more work to them later. And then I added some little windows to the hallways leading from the mining building to the main building. I have to say this place looks pretty cool at night too. Put some decorative lighting above the roof on the front porch there. It was a little dark up there and I was like, I could put some decorative lighting up there, so that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I did. I also added some lighting to these hallways leading from the mining facilities to the main building. It was really dark in there without the lights, so I had to add some lights, Be sure to hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and if you haven't already subscribed, well, you're not going to want to miss the next episode, so you best hit that subscribe button right quick. It's pretty easy to do. You just hit the button and don't worry about it.